welcome back to Look Fantastic's YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing really well. Before we get into this video, make sure you like the channel, subscribe and also hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any other future uploads on this channel. So I'm just going to get straight into it and today I'm going to be showing you guys how my brows go from this to this. So I'm just going to brush my brow hairs up out the way. Right, so now to start on the actual brows. Obviously everybody's preference is a little bit different. Some like structured brows, but today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get that laminated look on your brows from home. So the first product that I'm going to be going in with is the iconic London Brow Silk. As you can see, it's just like a little brow soap in the tray and you get a little mirror as well. So I like to just wet my brow soap a little bit. I find that making a paste is the best way to do this. I'm then going in with the Revolution Pro Microblading Effect pencil, and this is in the shade medium brown. But for now we're just going to be using the little spoolie on the end. You could literally use any kind of spoolie, it's up to you. And I actually like to bend mine a little bit. I just find that it's easier to rub it on the tray that way. And as you can see, I'm just basically rubbing the spoolie into the soap to make a little bit of a paste. So the more brow hairs you have, I'd probably say the more paste that you're going to need. And as you can now see, we've got some paste on our brush. So it's really simple, honestly. You're just basically going to be brushing this through your brows in an upward motion. And then once we've got all the products in the brow, we can then start to shape the brow a little bit more. So I usually start in the middle of my brow, going towards the front a little bit. And I brush from the bottom of the brow all the way up to the top. And as you can see, it's just making my brow hairs look really nice and long and full and giving that really nice laminated effect. So once I'm happy with how much product's in it, I then go in and really slowly start to kind of like define the hairs. We don't want it to be one big clumpy brow, we want it to look quite fluffy. So that's why I would recommend definitely going in with a clean spoolie. So as you can see, I'm just really softly brushing that through the hairs to get that really nice fluffy effect. So now I'm happy with that brow and the shape. I then get my finger and just really lightly rub over the brow. I really lightly just swipe over the brow, and I find that this makes them stay so much longer and gives that super laminated effect. So now we're just going to do the same to my other brow, but you can really see already that's got no product in it except from the soap, and it just looks so much more fuller, your face looks so much more lifted, and yeah, I absolutely love it. So we're going to do the same to this brow. So again, we're just rubbing the spoolie into the soap and pushing this through our brow hairs. The really good thing about this as well is that it doesn't do any damage to your brow. I've had my brows laminated once before, obviously the effect has gone now, they're completely back to normal, but I feel like this is just such a cheap, easy way to get laminated brows. And to be fair, when I had my brows laminated I ended up putting some soap in them anyway. But putting some brow soap through your brows, I found that it hasn't affected my brows at all, and I've been doing this for nearly a year and a half maybe. So yeah, I just think it's a really nice way to get laminated brows but without any of the permanent solution or damage it can do to your brows. So now I'm really happy with the shape of both of those. I've just got a little baby wipe and I just really lightly wipe over the edge of the brow. And this is just so then when we put our foundation on later on, you don't get like a weird line on the outside, because obviously if there's soap on the skin, the foundation will stick to it and it will look a little bit funny. So yeah, I just get a little baby wipe all around the brow. So just taking that Revolution Pro pencil, like I said, this is in medium brown. I really love this pencil. As you can see, it's a really fine, it's called a microblading pen, and that is really good because that is basically what it does. So it's just a really tiny little tip. And what I like to do is I just like to start from this edge and just fill in where I've got any gaps. You could go in with like a pomade on an angled brush, but I find that these little pencils work best. Just so then, obviously, they're like little hair-like strokes, and because we're having a really nice fluffy brow, we want we don't want it to be blocky basically, we want it to be nice and fluffy. And then with the spoolie on the other end, I just really lightly brush that through the brow. Again, just doing little light hair-like strokes, quite light pressure. And I find that medium brown is a really nice colour if you're blonde like me. It's not too warm, not too cool, it's not too dark either. To carve underneath the brow, we're going to be going in with the NARS Creamy Pot Concealer in the shade Ginger Medium 2. And it's just like a really nice creamy concealer. So I'm just taking this on a little flat brush. The brush I'm using is sadly discontinued, but you can use literally any flat brush or even like a paint brush that's flat if you want to. So I just kind of coat the brush like this, and I kind of just draw a really nice straight line underneath the brow and then just following my natural arch down as well. So I do little lines, and I like to do this in little sections. So I start at the front doing little short lines, just pulling that product across underneath the brow. Then when we get to the arch of the brow, just twisting the brush down and pulling that product all the way down underneath our brow as well. Once we're happy with that shape, I just pull the product down from the brow, and I like to just pull this on to my eyelid a little bit. Just then everything's really nice and even. And as you can see, just by drawing that little line underneath the brow, it's given so much more of a nice structure underneath rather than that one. So I'm just going to do the same on the other brow as well. So guys, as you can see, our brows are really nice and structured but still really lovely and fluffy. So I'll just give you a little close-up so you can see what the brows look like. So as you can see, they're really nice and fluffy but still got that structure underneath with the concealer, and we filled them in a little bit. Obviously everyone's preference is different. Like I said, you could fill them in a little bit more, you could leave the concealer, or you could brush the hairs like downwards more rather than just up. But I'm just going to pop on a little bit of makeup just to finish off the look, and I will show you guys the end result. So guys, I've just finished off the rest of my face makeup, and as you can see, this is what the brows look like when I've got a full face on. And I've actually done a YouTube of this tutorial of this makeup look as well. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to Look Fantastic's channel. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you don't miss any other future uploads as well. Everything I use will be in the description box below, and yeah, I hope you're having a lovely day, and I'll see you soon for another one. Bye!